Ms. Davis, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Rios, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Burnett, we're going to get on the record. This is position 9 on our calendar, State versus Bernard Rancher, 25 SC 002896. Good morning, Mr. Rancher.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Doing too good.
Not doing too good. You're not in a great spot, but maybe we can help move you forward a little bit. Mr. Rancher, you're charged with theft by taking. Ms. Rios tells me you're prepared to enter a plea in your case. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Davis is going to put you under oath in just a moment, ask you a bunch of questions about you and your case. You need to answer all those questions truthfully. You also need to let me know.
No, you don't just answer your questions. That's
First,
it. Yeah.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you were doing exactly what I was about to ask you to do, which is ask Ms. Rios or me if you've got any questions. Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Ranger, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you'll give in this matter before the court shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Please state your true, correct, and legal name for the record.
No, Alan Rancher.
Can you spell your first and last name for the record?
BRNARD. Rancher. RANCHER.
Are you at this time taking or under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medication?
No, ma'am.
Is there any medication that you normally take that you have not taken today?
No, ma'am.
How old are you and how far have you gone in school?
49. Ninth.
What high school did you attend?
BC Ryan High School.
Where's that?
Mobile, Alabama.
Is that where you grew up?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you're charged with the following offense in indictment 25 SC 002896, theft by taking?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with your lawyer, Attorney
Yes.
Rios, about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charges in this indictment, including any potential defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, this is an accusation. Do you need more time to discuss this case with your attorney?
No.
Are you satisfied with her services?
Yes.
Attorney Rios, do you waive formal reading of this accusation and any and all defects therein for the purposes of this plea?
Yes.
Mr. Rancher, do you remember being arrested on these charges?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state's unaware of any outstanding warrants related to these charges. Attorney Rios, are you aware of any outstanding warrants?
No.
Mr. Rancher, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for the charge to which you are pleading to today?
Yes.
Okay. The maximum is 5 years because it's based on the amount. Do you understand that today you're entering a negotiated plea of guilty, which means the state will make a recommendation to the court?
Yes.
Do you understand the court is not required to accept the state's recommended sentence?
Yes.
Do you understand the court has the right to sentence you to the maximum possible sentence on this charge?
Yes.
Do you understand that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction, as well as other jurisdictions, including federal courts?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would, and that is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence from 1 to 15 years in prison?
Yes.
Do you understand there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction,
Yeah.
just as there would be from a conviction following trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, to hold public office, to serve on a jury, to obtain a passport, to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment.
Yes.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights? And I'm going to go through about 9, then I'm going to ask you, do you understand? Okay. The right to a trial by jury, the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself, the right to confront witnesses against you, the right to the assistance of counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at a trial of your case, the right to the presumption of innocence, the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence, the right to have the charges against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to appeal if convicted of these charges after a trial. Do you
Yes.
understand? Okay. Do you understand that you may have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have only 4 years from today for the felony charge to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness of this guilty plea?
Yeah.
How do you plead to the charges and the accusation 25 SC 002896 to the count of theft by taking?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you are in fact guilty?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Okay. Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yeah.
Your Honor, the state believes at trial the evidence which showed that on March 25th, 2025 at 3761 Campbellton Road in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia in Fulton County, that officers with the Atlanta Police Department were dispatched to that location in reference to a larceny call. They made contact with the caller, Ms. Aki Himbe, who stated that someone had stolen most of the tools inside the shop. She provided video footage to the officers that showed between the hours of 3 and about 4:30 a.m. A black male wearing a blue jacket and white stripes made entry into their location while the employee was asleep in the office and stole tools from the location. At one point, it showed the male took off his shoes and was able to tell what kind of socks they were wearing in the building. They were able to see which direction the individual left. He took more tools and crossed the street leading back into a U-Haul empty lot. The surveillance footage did capture the individual's face, which was uploaded to evidence.com. While on the scene, they canvassed the area and they identified the defendant, Mr. Bernard Rancher, who matched the description and matched the surveillance footage. They gave him Miranda warnings, and he agreed to speak without an attorney, and he admitted that it was him who made entry into the building, although they were not able to recover the items that were stolen, which was approximately $2,000 worth of tools. Judge, we're asking for the defendant to be sentenced to 5 years to serve 6 months, balance on probation. And we'd ask at this time to reserve restitution so we can provide proof to defense counsel of the exact amount of the value of the tools, that Mr. Rancher complete an anti-theft course, that he complete his GED and provide proof to the probation officer, that he have no contact with the victim, which is Fidelia, Fidella, last name Akhigbe, and that he stay away from the incident location, which is 3761 Campbellton Road, Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County.
Which was a tire shop?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Can
I will definitely hear from you.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll get to you. We start with the state and work our way around the room.
And Judge, I'm sorry, the tire shop was called Sammy Tires and Wheels.
Okay. You filed a recidivist notice.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I'll be withdrawing the recidivist in light of the defendant's willingness to enter a plea and resolve this matter before.
Okay, so no recidivist sentencing. Let me turn, before I get to Ms. Jackson, Officer Brown, I see there was a conviction as recently as last year. Is Mr. Rancher currently on probation?
No.
Just one moment, Your Honor.
I know, been.
Sorry, I'm looking up.
Hmm.
Don't look it up. I'm sorry. Were you calling pretrial services, John? Or?
You're next. I was asking if Mr. Rancher was on probation now because he took a plea in a 24 SC case a year ago, just about a year ago. So I was curious if he had active probation.
No.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then Ms. Jackson, if you could tell me about Mr. Rancher's criminal history, please.
The last arrest was January the 3rd, 2025 in Fulton County for a failure to appear. He does have prior felony convictions. There was one in 2019 for a failure to comply. And there was one in 2010 out of Alabama for possession of cocaine. An additional one in 2010 out of Alabama for a failure to comply. There's one in 1999 out of Alabama for theft by receiving stolen property. And one in 1988 out of Alabama for the actual CWAC, Your Honor. Nothing in addition.
All right. Ms. Rios.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rancher is 49 years old. He has one child, 11 years old, who right now is just with neighbors. He's concerned because he does not have any family that can take care of the child. The mother of the child had a stroke. He was working as a forklift driver, and he believes he can go back there once he's released, and he'd be able to get back his apartment back also. He's just really concerned about being able to get out and get his child back in his care. And so we ask that you accept the plea as negotiated.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Mr. Rancher, what do you want to add to the situation?
I'm a single parent. My son 11 years old. I still got my apartment. I sold my car and everything to be able to. I've been here 6 months. My bond is $150. I couldn't pay. Either was my rent or either my bond. So I ended up kept paying my rent. So now it came to the point where I talked to the lease lady, and she said, I told them I go to court on the 2nd. So they held my lease. They still got my lease. I'm supposed to sign my lease. So if I end up losing, if I lose my apartment, then I lose everything. But my neighbors, they still got my son. My son ain't even in school yet. I don't know why I got a warrant on me yet. My son ain't in school, so I went to court downstairs. They lowered my bond, the lower they can lower it. But I still can't end up paying my rent and then end up trying to make bond. So I end up keep paying the rent. So my apartment still there. I ain't got but 3 weeks. I ain't got but 3 weeks left. But I ain't gonna be able to make the 3 weeks because I ain't gonna be able to sign a leave for my son to be able to stay there or help me get to school.
So
I'm just a couple of weeks off from doing the 6 months, and I'm trying to be able to get out so I can be able to keep my apartment and get my son. Because he ain't in school yet. He going to high school, but he ain't in school yet. They can't enroll him in school because they don't have the proper paperwork.
how did you figure out where he would stay?
We stay with my neighbors. He stayed with my neighbors. He just can't stay by himself. Stay with my neighbors. So
Right.
I've been keeping my apartment going at 3041 Landon Drive, apartment 15E. That's still my apartment.
Okay. The neighbors are in a different apartment?
Yeah, they're in a different apartment, but I still holding mine. So I got them to hold. They holding him. They been holding him. I talked to the judge and everything downstairs. So the judge said, "What I'm gonna do?" He said, "I'm gonna lower your bond." He said, "I'm gonna lower the lowest I can lower." So I've been here 6 months on $150 bond, but I'm paying my rent too. I can't pay the rent. I sold my car to end up keep paying my rent.
Okay.
So I ran out of money now.
I heard you. The neighbors, did you know the neighbors before you had your son stay there?
I've been knowing since I've been staying there for years. I've been knowing since then, but they just don't have. They try to put him in school, but they said they don't have the proper paperwork to be able to get him in school. I'm the only one guy with access to that stuff.
Do they have kids?
No.
Are they older?
Yes.
Are they able to take care of him in the sense of get him food and things like that?
They say, all right, I talked to him everything, but it just seems like it's something he wants to say, but he can't say. So he really don't want to say. We're 11 years old. We have a personal relationship. We talk and everything, but it just seems like it's something he wants to say. Like he can't, can't go in the refrigerator like he wants to. He can't do the stuff that he needs to be doing. So he's been doing it for 5.5 months.
Okay.
So they sentenced me to 5-year probation to six months to do. But my lease finna be up. I ain't got but 3 weeks left. I even said that I don't care if you put 5 more years onto the 5 that I already got probation for me to get out so I can be able to handle the things that I need to handle. I already sold my car. I ran out of money.
Okay.
So I'm just asking them to court make some type of consideration. With the 3 weeks, I ain't got but 3 weeks left. That'll be 20 some more days. I don't have time for the 20 some more days because of the situation that I'm in. I did everything I could.
Okay.
I sold everything I had to sell.
You told me, and you sold your car. I've heard all that. So you don't need to repeat yourself. Your son is 11,
Yeah, he's 11.
so he wouldn't be going to high school.
He just not from the 5th to the 6th. He in the 6th, he's going to the 6th now. He's in the 6th grade now.
Okay, so he should be in 6th
He's
grade,
in the 6th grade now.
but he's not able to go right now.
But
What's the paperwork?
The paperwork?
Yeah.
It's the paperwork showing that who the guardian, who the guardian and all that stuff. I'm the only one got that stuff. But my neighbor, you know what I'm saying, that since I've been gone, they said somebody broke in the house, and they stole a whole bunch of stuff in the house. So she said it's like stuff just scattered everywhere. Okay. So I ended up talking to the landlord. The landlord said in 6 months, only thing I had to do is like sign a lease. And I told him my situation and everything. So he ended up changing the lock on the door so nobody can't really go in and outside the thing. And by my neighbor, they monitor now. But when I got locked up, the first time, that's when they didn't know I was locked up. But somebody ended up breaking in the house.
What's your son's name?
My son's name is Bernard Allen Rancher Jr. And I work at CKS on Fulton Industrial. I'm a forklift driver.
The bottle making place?
CKS?
Yeah.
Yes. I've been working there for years. I'm a forklift driver.
Okay. And you think they'll take you back?
I know that they'll take me back. I've been keeping it, in touch with them, letting them know my situation and everything. Okay. But it's only so much that you can do. I end up telling them that I go to court on the 2nd. I'm supposed to get out, but I'm saying I couldn't pay the rent and pay that.
Couldn't pay both.
I couldn't do it all. Okay. So I'm just saying the 3 weeks that I have left, because the court have some type of mercy on me or something, so I could be able to get back out, at least sign my lease or anything.
When is your son's birthday?
His birthday is July the 5th.
And his mom had a stroke?
Yeah, she had a mild stroke, and then she's like on drugs. Be honest, she just live like on drugs. Like
she's not a good person to take care of your son.
No.
Does she stay with you?
Yeah, she will stay with me, but I got full custody of my son.
Okay, so you've got full custody. You let his mom stay there.
I don't know where I really don't know what's going on with her right now. I really don't know what's going on with her right now, but she's not in custody of being to get him in her care.
Okay. All right. That's Mr. Johnson? Okay.
So that's where I was saying, like, I even went to the limit on it, because he gave me 5-year papers. I said, you could just give me 10 years, put 5 years. I don't even care. I just want to be able to get out and be able to stay in my apartment, to be able to, to get him in school and enroll in school. I don't know why I don't have a warrant yet, but they said that I don't have a warrant.
Why did you have a warrant?
Because he's not in school.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
It's not your fault that he's not in school. Tell me about this situation. What were you doing taking these tools? I was doing taking to school. I can't call it back. I'm just be honest with you. I was walking down the street, and when I was walking down the street, it was a tie shop that was open. And the whole thing was open. I'm talking about I've seen a lot of stuff, but I never in my life seen somewhere where you could just walk by and people walking by and it's wide open and ain't nobody there. I didn't see nobody there. They said the dude was asleep. I didn't see nobody there. Cause I grabbed me some tools and I'm like, okay. I'm just being honest with you. I never seen that before. I never seen a shop that's open when somebody in the shop that's working there is told sleep. Everybody sleep. Probably there wasn't a sign that said.
I was wrong.
Yeah, okay.
I was wrong.
Right. It didn't say the tools were free.
No, I'm just saying I was wrong. I was wrong, but I made a mistake, and that's what I did.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Rancher, I appreciate very much your passion for your son and you wanting to get him back into school and be there for him. Are you still required to register?
Yes, I go there. I go there every time I get out of jail. I go down to the sheriff department and I register with them. I'm not on no restrictions. Good. But that's the case that I had 30-some years ago. I'm not on no restrictions and then I go down there and I report, let them know my address and things like that. I do that every time I got to do that within 72 hours.
Good. Do that because you don't do it every time because you've got a few cases.
That's when I was staying in Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, I was staying in Alabama then.
All right. We'll get that right. I find there's a factual basis for your plea. You told me there was this store and it was open and you helped yourself to tools. I also find that your plea is knowing and voluntary. Knowing means you've understood what we talked about. Voluntary means no one's forcing you to enter this plea. You're clearly very anxious to put this case behind you. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
I'm sentencing you pursuant to the Probation Options Management Act. We are going to hold off on restitution. We'll have a hearing if the state asks for it, if they get evidence together for that. Ms. Rios, can someone in my office sign the indictment for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis?
Your Honor.
Mr. Rancher, is it okay if someone electronically puts your name on the indictment, indicating your guilty plea?
But
You're going to sign rather than you personally signing it, someone in my office will sign your name indicating that you pled guilty to theft by taking.
yes, sir.
You okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Great. Mr. Rancher, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years to serve 5 months with the balance probated. You're going to need to do 80 hours of community service. That wasn't originally part of your sentence, but that's going to be the replacement for that. You've already done 5 months. So you'll get out, if not today, you'll get out tomorrow. Probably. If you're not out tomorrow, call Ms. Rios and we'll figure it out. Okay. But I heard you loud and clear that you're anxious to get back with your son. I can't give you 10 years. I can only give you 5. So it's 5 years to serve 5 months with a balance on probation. I'm going to let you know right now, if we are together again in a few months because you get arrested for something else, I'm going to be real disappointed because that's not helping your son.
Yes, sir.
But I'm also going to feel like you misled me because if you're serious about getting out so your boy can be back in school, which I want to have happen as well, then 4 months from now, 5 months from now, you're not going to get arrested for taking some tools or taking a car or something like that. And I'll revoke a whole bunch of your probation. And then I don't know what's going to happen with your son, but that's on you 100%.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to need to stay away from that tire shop, and no contact with anyone who works in that tire shop.
Okay.
And I'm not going to have you get your GED right now, or do the anti-theft course. I'm going to have you focus on working, so you can earn so that your son gets the education that you stopped getting when you were in Mobile, because I'm sure other things were going on in your life. But you do have those 80 hours of community service, and those you need to complete in your first year of probation, not 3 years from now, but sometime in the next year, you got to do all 80 hours of community service.
How you do that?
You'll talk with your probation officer, and that probation officer will say, you can volunteer here, you can volunteer there, pick up trash on the side of the road. Don't just do it on your own. You coordinate it with the probation officer who will give you these different options for you to do it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Davis, anything else in Mr. Rancher's case?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Rios? So, Mr. Rancher, you're welcome. If you really want to thank me and Ms. Rios, who worked hard on your behalf, and Ms. Davis, who didn't say, hey, he's a recidivist, we should stick it to this guy, then when you get out, get that job back, work hard, take care of your son, get him back in school, and help him have a different situation than you had.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Thank you so much.
I hope I see you at CKS and not here in 5D, all right, 8D. All right, see you.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
wait,
I
no,
need
we're not
Mr.
done.
Rance-
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry, I
gotta
need Mr.
talk with
Rancher's
probation.
information. Hi, Mr. Rancher. I'm Officer Brown. May you please provide an address for me?
3041 Lander Drive, apartment 50.
Hold on. I can't.
I'm sorry.
Write that fast. 301
3041
41.
Landrum Drive, Landrum, apartment 15E, Southwest.
And do you have an emergency contact?
No, no, I don't have my phone right now.
Okay. Is someone prepared to write down Mr. Rancher's reporting instructions?
Yes. I'm ready.
Mr. Rancher, what is the zip code?
30010.
Okay, Mr. Rancher is to report to the Atlanta DCS office on September 17th, 2025 at 8 a.m. That office is located at 276 Memorial Drive, Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303.
Got it. Thank you. I got it.
Okay, Thank you. And that's
All
all
right.
from probation.
Thank you again, Judge.
Good luck.